Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. We are going to be looking at a Rima Evanstar video. Just wanted to give her credit for this whole thing here. Of course, I had covered a little bit of this in the past, but she was able to, get everything together. We're going to be just going over some of the slides that she has there, just to give you an idea of what is going on and why I want to cover this. If you remember, of course, Aster is still in hiding, and still needs to be held responsible for the things that they have done. And now we have Sisters, the NDF, whoever you want to call it, being just utterly mean. If you remember, I did cover how there was something personally feel that responsible to be supporting, showcasing, and marketing a sexual predator. It leaves a sour taste in my mouth, so I will continue to complain. Yes, this is, of course, something that they put out there. And, of course, you have other people here saying, girl, be effing for real. Go look in a mirror. Get your stuff together. Again, these are people that sometimes, in some of these cases, from what I've heard, from what the people are saying in the responses, a lot of these people are actually kind of just making an account to be able to do this, so that they cannot be traced back to their original account and be held responsible for these type of things. It says you completely disregarded their message. If it happened, where is the proof? Remember, you accused him and got yourself in the situation, so figure it out. You're an adult, not a child. If you need money, go get another job instead of harassing people on the internet for it. Now, she's not harassing anyone on there. She's just saying that, yes, it is bad to have someone who is accused of all these things actually be out there in the public and seeming to be fully supported by the agency that they're being investigated by. Another one says down here, if you're going to say stuff like this, start a GoFundMe for my legal fees. This is the response that the Nijisanji liver, the person that is marked as Twisty here, said in response to this. These takes are honestly so incredibly disrespectful to me and other girls who have had to put up with his behavior. Truly hope that you never have to experience the same. And the reason why they're responding to this, because if you remember, we had Raziel Warmonic way back in the day saying that Luca was approached by many by livers, by VTubers, female VTubers, about Aster. They went to Alira Pandora about it, and nothing got done, because Alira Pandora was supposed to, go to her contacts in management to try to get things done. Nothing was done. Then we also had False ID, who talked to many people, and they all some of them were fans, some of them were VTubers in Nijisanji, who said yes, there was that issue. A lot of weirdness going on with Aster. Also, Quinn, who a lot of people don't like, but I just need to mention that, also mentioned that when he was Kyo in Nijisanji, they were supposed to have a podcast. He quit the podcast. He stopped the podcast, because of the fact that there were all these allegations surrounding the guy. So all these things did pop up. All these things were done and said. And here we go. We say, you guys just didn't vibe. Please just move on. That's fair. Then this news about the person is already old news. Got debunked. So it's some of the things here are basically saying, I don't have words for this. To do this out in the open for everyone to see, and on his biggest week of the company she works for, she's somehow way worse than Selene could ever be. And you have the smaller one here. It says that for about this, because it simply doesn't happen. This is why Nijisanji is still promoting Aster, because he didn't do anything wrong. Twisty was uncomfortable about something Aster said or did, clearly, but he didn't S-pest anyone. And she's trying to get herself fired because she's upset with them. Unfortunately, basically blaming her. It says if he really was such an issue, he'd be quietly removed from Nijisanji or even outright fired and made an example of. I don't think so. Based on what we've seen before, Nijisanji doesn't make example of people they consider golden gooses. Nijisanji doesn't make an example of people like this because they want to keep people like this in their agency because they make money. They don't care who it is. They don't care what kind of person it is as long as they make some money. That's my opinion, at least. Why she's posting vague because she has no evidence. If they have to beat around the bush saying someone did something but won't show evidence because it doesn't exist. No. What happens a lot of these times is, especially in Japan, they have disparagement clauses, slander, that kind of stuff, defamation, very strong in Japan, that even if a company thinks you are defaming them, they can go to court on you. So in order to protect herself, she has to be vague. She has to be very vague about who she is. She has to be very vague about what she's saying. She can't say everything is this way or that way or the other, because she could get sued for it from a company that has millions of times more money than she does. And here are more things here. Dysfunctional mess that lacks any actual coherent thought. Any idea requires some logic to it. Making up any old BS. You're here suggesting that maybe you should be gravy on toast. Equally valid. Bet get superpowers. Okay. And it says, look, I don't get any side. It's warranted. If you don't like it, it's warranted. But having a little restraint before you ruin Aster's reputation over something that is in a nutshell likely. And not these people, oh my god. They're really defending Aster. They really are. Seek help. You're generally insane. Thinking like this. Don't even qualify to be human if you can't even think properly. I don't just trust people because I made some S up with no basis in reality. Must totally apply here. Yeah. These people, of course, this looks like it's 4chan. 4chan is a cesspool of people. 4chan gets you the worst people out there because of the anonymity. And it says, swing and a miss. Point there is that Yago cultists are obnoxiously stupid enough to almost distract from the fact that Nijisanji is protecting a predator, but not quite. Their people are going back and forth. There's some people who are, for Twisty. There's some people against Twisty. It's just, it's the cesspool. The cesspool that is people supporting Aster too much. Even if he is this, we should also stay respectful while criticizing him. If he is of that, he deserves no full respect, to be honest with you. If he is of that, then he definitely doesn't deserve any respect whatsoever. That is definitely something that is, just in my opinion. But again, it's a bit of a long one today, but I did want to cover this whole situation a bit deeper because there's more information that Rima was able to put out there. And once again, this is from Rima Evanstar, giving all the credit where credit is due. Kamameshi Gogomaru Sensei's designs. I couldn't thank Zentreya enough for helping Dia Fortuna, as I talked about in many cases. Yes, Zentreya did help Dia Fortuna retain her IP. I don't know how much money she gave her. I don't know how much of a donation she gave, but she did give enough for it to happen here. She did give enough for her to buy the IP. As you know, the IP is around $10,000 or so. So they gave him enough. Just hope people remember that Zen does a lot for smaller VTubers and has her fingers everywhere when she next BS. But of Zen and nepotism eventually pops up. Oh, but they have Zen done stuff before, so it's easier to get in. Isn't an example of nepotism when that argument can be said for practically the entire indie scene. True, I do agree. A lot of things in the indie scene does happen because of who you know and who you're friends with, the knowledge that you have already, the friends that you have already. It is one of those things. Doesn't matter. The fact is, as I'm saying here, a positive note, Zen did help. A little bit of a meme to show positivity that Zen did help. In what I consider a good bit of news, if you remember a while back, several weeks ago by now, there was a corpo VTuber who decided to defame Hololive. And it's a small agency. It's a small Japanese agency as far as I know. I believe it was Japanese. They have been forced to be suspended. They were forced to be suspended. Tenkokumi's Zetai Shiori, indefinite hiatus. It appears the defamatory video against Hololive production talents didn't help. So yeah, they did this whole one here. Separated VTuber agency. This happened on This is announced on the 20th of February, my bad. The video included slanderous statements such as Sakura Miko, Matsuri, Talent's Hololive production, Japanese group Hololive, arrested for possession of the weeds. The devil's lettuce, as you could say. The video is no longer available. This is basically, even with the FU thing, the little middle finger thing, they got what they deserved in this case. It was something that happened a while back. It did happen I believe it was a while back, but on January 24th. So it was about a month ago. And their Twitters say this. After discussing the matter with management, we have decided to suspend our activities indefinitely, effective at the end of February 2025. Thank you for everyone who supported me. And here we have the group that they're a part of is Tengo Kugumi. Says absolute Shori's suspension of activities. It says we have decided to suspend our activities indefinitely for February 28th. Sincerely apologize to all our supportive fans and related parties for the sudden announcement. Please note that we are unable to respond to individual inquiries. More than likely, in my opinion, they ended up getting a cease and desist from Hololive. So Hololive sent them a legal letter saying, hey, you guys better stop this, or their next step is going to be suing you. Which is, within Hololive's rights. It is something that Hololive is known to do for defamation. So they got what they deserved in this case, which was, cease and desist. And, you don't do this about other VTubers. You just don't. Reach the find out phase of the F around. Holostars boys would be pissed. No fellow boys would try to defame their fellow colleagues. What exactly did they say? They said, arrested for possession of the Mary Jane. It's the FAFO again. It is the consequences of their actions. It is well deserved because you do not do that for any VTuber, because that is an illegal act in Japan of having any kind of drug, and it is also an illegal act of defamation for the whole thing of saying Matsuri and Miko had that issue. Ironmouse is, of course, a very famous Twitch VTuber. She started very small, and she started with a free model, and I think now she has, I don't know, 10 to 15 different model outfits and things like that. So I'm talking about her today, though, because she had a bit of an update on her health, and this is what I want to talk about.
I'm running. I'm just walking. I can't run yet. I can't jog. I can't run. I can walk. I'm walking.
So how good is your walking? Do you still need wheelchair when going to the doctor?
Me? Sometimes. If I feel very ill and like I'm having a bad breathing day, but to go to the doctor, I can hobble now. I can hobble around. I get help though. My mom helps me. I can saunter around. No cane. Can you imagine if I had a cane? I want a cane with a sword in it. I want to take the sword out. Yeah, no, I could walk around now. Sometimes, like, if it's, like, very long distances, like, if I have to travel a lot in the medical facility, I do still kind of use my chair sometimes. But as of recently, no, I'm good, bros. I'm good.
Get yourself a walker and zoom around and run over pedestrians and shit.
Oh, yeah, I got a walker still. I have a walker. I barely use it, though. I use it sometimes. You see this girl with a walker full of stickers? Wait, no, let me not tell you that. Shit. Yeah, my walker is like jet black and it has like sparkles on it.
Store that only sells large sizes. Let me tell you, that was no small feat.
Bro, I got mad at my mom because my mom was like, here, look, put the cinnamoroll on it. I'm like, I cannot put a cinnamoroll on. I cannot put a cinnamoroll on my walker. I can't put a cinnamoroll on my stuff. People will know it's me. I'm so afraid.
It is hard being recognized. I wouldn't know how that feels, but I do know that Mousy would have some interesting conversations with people if they all knew that she was Mousy. So of course she has to be careful for her safety, but I'm very, very glad that Mousy is healthier now, is able to be stronger. That is through her will, that is through sheer of will, that is through everything that she herself has done. So of course, very, very glad to see that this is what's happening now with her. Popona, or Popona, however you say it, is in the news today. And they are an MMO VTuber that runs Phantasy Star Online. I believe that's what PSO2 is. Phantasy Star Online 2. They are through SEGA, and they are actually announcing their graduation. They'll have the 3D live stream on 31st of March as a graduation stream. This is Popona as well. Popona NGS SEGA. This is Popona, official NGS VTuber and official SEGA VTuber. Streaming with my partner, Hatosuke, with the motto Popo streaming tag, all there. And of course, this is the announcement that was done. Graduation stream is on March 31st, will be my last stream. Thank you very much to everyone who supported Popona in his life size for about 6 years. I will continue streaming as usual until graduation stream on March 31st, so please stay tuned until the end. Let's make the most out of the last month. And here is their main thing. They are going to be ending our streaming activities. We are extremely sorry to our fans and related parties. We would like to express our sincere gratitude. Popona began activities in 2022. For Idola Phantasy Star Saga. She began working full-time as an official VTuber, Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis, and in 2023 she became the official SEGA VTuber, actively conveying the appeal of SEGA's games. Because SEGA doesn't do consoles anymore, they just do pure games. To mark Popona's graduation, we're planning graduation live broadcast on March 31st. Her graduation day, please wait for future announcements. In addition, we plan to gradually implement the following things. YouTube channel memberships. The plans of various member-only content will end on April 30th. Booth, SEGA official VTuber, Popona official shop. Merchandise sales and release of various content are scheduled to end on April 30th. Regarding this matter, we ask that you refrain from contacting the talent themselves, our official accounts, our employee accounts. Team will continue to support Popona until the moment she graduates, so we ask for your continued support and encouragement. Of course, it is very good that they are putting this out there. Popona is, of course, had only been there for about 2 years. But I do wish them the best in what they want to do in the future. If they reincarnate, as other people have, it is going to be good for the fans. If not, that is also their choice, and I will respect that. Has had some news recently, which is that, of course, they had their first album for Regloss, came out last year. That's something else. But recently, they've had this. They have members only Encore Live. They had their live stream here, and they have a members only Encore. Their live stream is here. It's an Encore Live performance exclusively for members. please enjoy it until the end. And here we go. Here is the main one that had, as you can see, Okayu, from the left to the right, Okayu, Marin, Mio, Fubuki, the Reglass girls, of course, at the end as well. We have Kanade, Bancho, Raden, and Ririka. You have all of them there. So those are the people who were there for Ao-kun's 3D live. Let's take a look. Oh! She had some people from Nijisanji too. Ah, nice. Nice. I believe the one. Yeah, she has people from Nijisanji too. From other agencies coming and talking with her. Of course, as you remember, as you know, Hololive is a large corporation in Japan. Cooperation between corporations in Japan is absolutely normal. It's not like, oh my god, she's a fan of Nijisanji. Even if she was, it doesn't matter. These are friends that she has outside of her work. And work related, of course, because they're VTubers as well. These are all people to that, you know, I don't have any problem with them being there.
来てくださった3人のプリンセスの自己紹介をしていただきましょうか。じゃあ身長小さい順からどうぞ。
じゃあちっちゃい子からどうぞ。
はい。
ロコでございます。よろしくお願いいたします。一番デカ女です。
やったー。すぐ抜かしてやるですよ。
あ、何言ってる？
まあ
見たい見たい。
どうなの？じゃあまず。
あ、きたお誕生
So
日お
this
め
is
でと
a whole
う。
like
ケーキ。
this is of course for the birthday. These are a whole, you know, kind of talking, giving you a little bit of interaction.
よしよしよしよし。
光らせてきた今
そ
日。
うかそうかそうかそうか。
なんでちょっと
A beetle, the Beatles,
私はメロコ
and cardboard cutouts. They got some cardboard cutouts in them for 3D, where they can all be there on stage. Very nice.
あメロコが取ってやべママ様にごめんなさいってね。
Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I do believe these are Nijisanji. So
あいいね。
I don't know everybody in Nijisanji JP or from other JP agencies because there are so freaking many. Holy moly.
写真撮ろう。やばいじゃない。
やっぱ身長差あるな。
身長差いいよな。
あんまないな。
あるだろうがよ。一番あるな。
くか
違うよ。
なあ、なんだか全部営業だったんだね。
何言ってんの？
本性現したね。
本性マリンちょっと落ち着け。ほらマリンちゃん君のためのバラだよ。
死にさらせ。あー。
はい。
So there you go. So I wanted to give you a little bit of both.
おめでとう。やったー。3人でも何かやりたいですね。
色は一緒に歌おうな今度は。
歌よろしくお願いし
あ、そういえば青くん誕生日おめ。
ます。イリュージョンができます。
イリュージョン？
はい見ます。
Little pieces like this, like the reason why I show this, and I do make them a little bit long, I apologize. So I show these things because I want people to see, you know, them having fun with everybody. That's a cute one to actually sing. That's actually a very cute one to sing with Fubuki there. And of course, this is Suisei's Bibidiba, which of course Hololive has the full rights to do everything. So that's why they do this. And of course, you have them with the Reglass girls on here too. Going a little bit shorter here for this one. And Club Blue Fire, which I believe is one of their original songs. So that is the end of this one. It is a bit of a long one. I do apologize for that. but I do want to give the full amount whenever I do these things of the concert. I want to give you a good idea in case if you don't have the time to watch the concert, you can kind of get a little bit of a feel of it. Or in case you want to watch the full concert, I give you a little bit of a tidbit, a little bit of a tasting of what it is. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Today, we're doing Raku Danuki. Why do I do this? I do this because I want to build VTubers up, not tear each other down. I want this to be a good community, not one where it's competition all the time. So let's take a look at their stuff. They are a horror-style VTuber, and of course, let's take a look at things that they've been doing recently. I play games that make me scream, plus indie horror, Vtuber, and of course, we're going to take a look at things that they've played recently. This is Evil Within 2, which I've played before, and it is very fun. I love it.
Fuck, I missed, I'm sorry. Nah, I'm not sorry.
There you go.
I was lying about the sorry part.
Out of ammo.
Okay, fuck. I'm sorry, I am. Okay, this time for realsies, for fakesies. Ah, okay.
There you go. Well, yeah, that happens. If you don't take care of your ammo there, you are going to lose a lot of it very, very fast. So here we go with Raku as well on their YouTube side, where they have, just small snippets of things that they've done recently. You can tell, Outlast Part 1, all that type of stuff. You are, of course, taking a look at everything that they're doing there. And of course, thank you so much, Raku, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps in some way. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.